Your first job should not be at a startup. Let me tell you why. One of your main goals you should have as a first-time developer is to learn as much as humanly possible. The problem I have with working at a startup for your first position is that it is completely contradictory to this goal. No matter where you take your first job, you're going to have to learn a lot of different things. But at a startup, they commonly have a smaller team size, which means you won't get the same mentor relationship that you would at a more stable company. This basically means that because there's less individuals working at this company, it means each individual has to take on more responsibility, which means all of the other devs are going to be super busy working on what they're working on, and they're not going to have enough time to help you with what you're trying to learn and figure out. This can become an issue if you're a newer dev and you're still trying to learn the ropes, but no one's around to help. As a newer dev, you probably won't have the understanding and the capacity to handle the requirements of a position that requires you to manage security, scalability, DevOps, payment processing, and a whole bunch of other things. A position like this would be more standard for an experienced dev who has had the time to learn all of these different things at his previous position. Positions like these that require so much of you kind of set you up for a sink or swim situation. It's not ideal, and that's why I recommend staying away from it. So, what do I recommend instead of starting at a startup? I typically recommend to people that they look for a company that's been around for a minimum of 4 to 5 years and have a minimum of 40 to 50 employees. What this will do, it'll basically guarantee that the company has been around for long enough and have enough people to teach new developers the skills that they need and provide the support and mentorship that they need to learn and grow in the position. And then you can take that knowledge and bring it along with you to your next position. This size of company typically is more supportive in teaching you the ropes and giving you the room to learn. My first developer position has been great in the fact that I have multiple mentors who are willing to explain complex systems to me and explain why and how they work. I highly recommend starting with a company of this size rather than going straight for a startup. I know startups are a bit more flashy and you can tell your friends that you're working at a new hot startup, but you're really going to appreciate going to a larger sized company or a mid-sized company that's going to really give you the foundation for the rest of your development journey. And then later on, you can get the flashy job and tell your friends about it.